Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expected, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It means that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, y'all? Let me change this daggone emoji. I'll be on camera in a second. I'm still trying to finish up something real quick, but let me change my avatar, honey. Let me give you some really big avatar. Happy Sunday, everybody. First of all, flood that chat with birthday wishes for my boo. Our number one troll in the house, Cajun. He's up here in DC. We had a good time yesterday. We went out, had me eating crabs, honey. He said he wanted some blue crabs, and he got some blue crabs, didn't he? Then we have a good time. Busy hung out with us. It was a good day. We were out there before the rain started. It was nice. We had a good time. So y'all, everybody flood the chat and y'all wish Cajun a happy birthday, for real. Cajun's good people. That's my boo. That's my boo. I'll be on camera in a second, y'all. Look, I'm sorry I'm running late. You know how you wake up and you have all the time. Listen, yes, they was listen, y'all. They was talking about me, y'all. They was talking about me. They was talking about me. We had a good time. Second of all, I want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers. As I always tell you guys, I always make it my business to give you guys a live. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my door. Let me see what this is at my door. Oh no, she. I'm not answering the door. But y'all know I always make it my business to try to come live. Hold on, I gotta wait for the people to leave from in front of my door. That's a shame that you hiding in your own house from people. That is a shame. Let me see, she's still there. Okay, she gone. No, this lady was at my door with pamphlets in her hand. I didn't know why she was here. I didn't know why she had pamphlets in her hand. I didn't know who it was. I said, I don't have no time for that. I don't have no time for no pamphlets this morning. Because, you know, and I understand they got a job to do, but they don't know how to take, I'm sorry, I don't have time right now. I'm sorry. They don't know how to take polite, you know, because they're trained to not take no for an answer. Sorry, y'all. I think my internet is, I got my internet signal is low right now, so we're gonna have to work out. It wasn't Jehovah's Witness. It was, I'm sure she was, I don't know, probably power. You know what? That was the one thing when I moved to the suburbs, because y'all know I grew up in DC my whole life. And even though my neighborhood in DC, if you saw it, it looked like the suburbs, it's still DC, right? It's still the city. The first thing I noticed when I moved to the suburbs, is people knock on your door all the time trying to sell you shit. See, people don't do that in the city. I guess they figure they don't know what they're going to run into and they knock on the wrong door selling the wrong shit. But I don't know, baby, when I first moved into my house, when I tell you every other day somebody was knocking on them, and I guess probably too, because I'm sure there's a database when there's a new homeowner. Baby, when I tell you, not there was Bishop Robert's church members, But when I tell you somebody was knocking on my door every 5 minutes, trying to sell me something, trying to get me to buy something, the internet, the power wash, the security system, like I was like, why are all these people knocking on my door? I ain't never had that many people knocking on my door when I lived in the city. I said, what the fuck? Anyway. But happy Father's Day to everybody. And again, like I tell you guys, I always try to make it my business to come live on a holiday because I know that all holidays are not happy for everybody. And my intention was to get here earlier, but baby, I had a long day yesterday and I slept in. You know, I woke up at 8 o'clock and I just laid there. And next thing I knew, it was 9:30. And I was like, oh shit, let me get my butt up. My son is in DC with his dad for the weekend. I wish I knew where he was so you could ride by and check in for me. You know what, Nitwit? Girl, put you an air tag in his bag. Put you a little Apple air tag. Put it in his bag. Then you'll know where he is at all times. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what's up, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa? How you guys doing over there, fam? How you guys doing? Tomorrow's Tupac's birthday. Well, happy heavenly birthday to Tupac. Happy heavenly birthday to Tupac. Okay. So, yes, that's what we did yesterday. And somebody, listen, I love y'all. When I tell you I love y'all, I do. And I don't want nobody to take what I'm about to say in a negative way. I don't. And I know I shouldn't even say it because I don't want nobody to get offended. How do I say this and not offend somebody? Oh, you tried that and the daddy fat. Ooh, damn. I'm sorry, Nitwit. Damn. Let me say this. I'm gonna just say it and then I'm gonna move on. And I hope that y'all receive this in the spirit because my internet is bad right now. Just P. Sorry. I'm sorry if y'all getting a choppy seat right now, but my internet has been storming here, and I guess the signal is just bad this morning. Let me just say it. Hey, Toby. Hey, boo. I'm going to say it, and I just hope y'all receive it in the spirit in which it is given. Listen, I love y'all. I love doing YouTube. I do. I love watching shows and reviewing shows. I love all of the things. I do. But y'all, I do have a life too. Or at least I try to. When I'm not here, I'm not here. I know that y'all are used to me coming down here on Saturday, giving y'all Beyond the Gates. But I said I had stuff to do yesterday. And I'm going to leave it right there. The people who it applies to, they'll get it. And if not, let it fly. Because I'm not talking to you. Toby, baby, we found this spot in Virginia yesterday. And them crabs were good, too. Those crabs were good. It was a nice spot. Like I said, the weather was nice. They had they had all the way up on the menu. They had a size after extra large, didn't they? It was, you know, of course they had medium, large, extra large, and they had another size after extra large. But we got the extra large because I know there was another size. I just can't remember what they called it. And the crabs were a good size. The seasoning was good. Because listen, sometimes they be doing too much with the Old Bay. Sometimes some of these places be going overboard with the Old Bay. And that Old Bay wasn't too bad. They had real butter. It wasn't that synthetic fake butter. It was real butter. Busy got he got oysters on the half shell and he said they were delicious. We had some drinks. It was a good thing. Now parking wasn't great, but baby, that's what you're gonna get in. We weren't in Old Town, but we were near. We were right outside. We were like 8 minutes from Cajun's hotel, and he was staying in Crystal City. But I expected it. I expected that. I expected that. It was called, what was it called? Quarter. Hold on, I'm about to find it right now. It was called Quarter something. Sherman, you need to go out there. Because I had never heard of it. But I was just trying to, because I know Cajun, the only thing Cajun said was, I want some crabs. So I was trying to find somewhere that wasn't too far from his hotel in Virginia. Because I knew going into DC yesterday was not going to be the answer. That was never going to happen. Us going into DC yesterday was never going to be a good idea. Where was it? What's it called, y'all? No, not Quarter Hen. No, Quarter Deck. That was a call right there, Quarter Deck. And no, listen, those were double shots. Because, baby, when that shot came, I was like, oh, wait a minute. El Teddy, listen. We need to find out if they put that video. If that video is not on private, we need to do a members only review. We need to do it on members only. Toby know what I'm talking about. Baby, Toby. Yes, it's in Arlington. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. Yep, in the middle of the block. We had a good time. You went here for World Pride? Oh, good. I hope you had a good time. Yes. Listen. Okay, I'm going to say this and then we're going to get into some of these stories. For the people who are in the beef sector or beef sector adjacent, I need y'all to know that last night, me, El Teddy, and Abby were watching the shenanigans last night. If you in the beef sector, you already know what I'm talking about. Baby, we were watching the shenanigans. And when I tell you the group chat last night between me, Abby, and El Teddy, the group chat last night was a mess. I hope he didn't put it on members. I hope he didn't private it. If he did not private that video, we need to do a review in members only. Baby. And I blame El Teddy because I wasn't watching that shit. I wasn't watching it. El Teddy gonna send it in the group chat talking about I am getting my entire life. Y'all need to see what's going on. Baby, the way we cut up in that group chat, and then we had to talk to James too, baby. The way we cut up in that group chat last night. The BEEF, beef sector. It's just a sector of YouTube where people really it's well, people just be fighting. Child, I don't know how else to describe it because nowadays it's a lot of other stuff. But they had a talent show last night. Let me just say there was not a lot of talent. There was not a lot of talent. And that shit went on for like 5 hours. And I started watching it as I was coming home from where I went last night. Because I went out after I hung out with Cajun and them. I hung out with my stars last night, and I thought I was gonna be home by like 8-9 o'clock. Baby, I didn't get home till after 11 o'clock. Cause you know when you get together with your folks and y'all just get to talking and chilling. We had a game night, and then after the game night, we just had a good time. El Teddy, you'll understand. The stars were on the inside playing games, and the bros were on the outside on the deck smoking cigars and drinking. And then the rain came, so then the bros went to the basement, and they was down in the basement. I don't know if it's still up. El Teddy, is it still up? Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. That's the group chat with us ordering dinner. Somebody. So El Teddy, you know why I ain't get home until late last night. Can somebody check and see? Okay, El Teddy's gonna check, baby. If that thing ain't on private, we're gonna do a members only live on that one. Cause baby, let me get into these stories. So first of all, I want to shout out to all the Black people yesterday who posted Barack Obama on their social media for Barack Obama Appreciation Day. I appreciate that. This is Kool-Aid Lisa. Y'all was over there too. Girl. Baby. It's still up. El Teddy, download it. Download it, El Teddy. We're going to do a members only review to that. We have got to. We have got to do a members only review to that. Download it before they private that shit. Oh my God. That thing was a mess. I'm gonna just give you an example of one of the talents. I'm eating breakfast, a breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna just give y'all an example of one of the talents, and then we're gonna move on. A guy came on there and did a parody of Hustle and Flow. He had a curling iron hanging from the ceiling like it was the microphone. And then I'm gonna give him an A for creativity. I'm gonna give him an A for creativity because he really gave us like studio vibes. But then he tried to do like the scene where they was in the booth and like Taraji was singing. He was like, sing it with your chest. You know, it's hard out here for but he was lip syncing and he did it like 10 times. And then when he got to the rapping part, he was rapping, but his sound was delayed. So he was rapping, but the sound, it wasn't matching. Child, it was a situation. And he did a costume change. Oh God, okay. Oh God, I don't have long. The lady crawling under the table. I still don't know what her talent was. Okay. You gonna send me an IG clip? Okay. Send me a clip. I'll show it to y'all if you send me a clip. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Moving right along. Okay. All right. Let's get into these stories. So I'm sorry. So shout out, like I said, I can't even get into it. Shout out for yesterday for the people that put down the Barack Obama. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. Can I tell y'all what I knew and when I knew and how I knew it? Now I don't pay attention. I mean, I pay attention to the news. No, Quake, we're gonna get you the link. El Teddy, can you drop the link in the chat? He said it's still up. We're gonna drop the link. If it's still up, we're gonna give y'all the whole link, baby. But if you search lemon LEMON beef sector, the person's channel will come up, and that's where it was last night. It was on his channel last night. I think it was called I think talent show was in the title. The spoken word done by a crackhead. You sent me the clip. Hold on. Okay. Y'all, when I get this clip, I'm going to play this clip. I ain't lying. I'm going to play this clip. Let me see if they clipped it to me yet. Oh, God. Let me know when you clip it to. Okay, there it is. El Teddy to put it in the chat. We might have to do a members only review to this one, like on a Friday night with some drinks. Tell everybody to bring their drinks and just do a good old fashioned live to it. Because baby, that thing was some kind of funny. I listen. If it didn't do nothing else, it entertained me. Because I was up. Me, El Teddy, and Abby was up. Abby was like, I gotta go to church in the morning. But we was up, child. We was up. Anyway. This is how I knew and what I knew and how I knew it yesterday. I knew that this parade situation wasn't going to be nothing but a big waste of money because I have lived in DC my entire life. I have been driving in DC since I was 16 years old. I know what to do and how to do it to move around big events in DC when it comes to traffic. And I was nervous yesterday about getting from my house to Cajun's hotel because I know that I was trying to go around where I thought there would be a lot of traffic because they were closing so many streets in DC. And I was worried about, from my house to Cajun was in Virginia, I had to drive past downtown DC, like the perimeter of it. And I was really, really worried about, oh my gosh, this traffic is going to be fucking crazy. But I love Cajun, and me and Cajun had already made these plans before any of this shenanigans. So I was like, I'm gonna get there, and I said, let me leave early enough, and I was running later than what I planned to be running, and all that good stuff. Baby, this how I knew there wasn't shit going on in downtown DC yesterday, when it was no motherfucking traffic. Baby, I didn't hit traffic until I passed. Matter of fact, I hit more traffic going south yesterday after I left Cajun. After I dropped Cajun off at the hotel, I had to go an hour further south into Virginia to where I was going. I hit more traffic going south towards Richmond, way past DC, than I did coming past downtown DC yesterday. That's how I knew wasn't nobody there. That is how I knew nobody was there. Okay? I have seen traffic going to football games have more traffic. Traffic going to Nationals games have more traffic. Hell, traffic on a Saturday trying to go down to Baltimore on BW Parkway has more traffic than I had yesterday getting to Virginia. So I didn't even have to watch the news yesterday. I knew on nothing. I knew just my internal DC native gauge knew won't shit going on. Okay. Picked Cajun up from the hotel. She ain't never picked me up from nowhere. You're right. You're right. What up, Mims? I was gonna try to get up to New York and visit Mims. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be in New York, but I was gonna try to get up there. But baby, this trial at the end of the school year is a lot going on. But anyway, so it rained on Trump's parade. It almost looked like he was crying at one point, child. He was pouting. Nobody looked like they wanted to be there, including his wife. And this is how I also know, LT, you shut the hell up, because I have picked you up from your house many times. Don't do that. And I remember when you were in DC and you wanted some crabs. Did I not go and get you some crabs, sir? Oh, okay. So don't you start that shit, L Teddy. 27. Anyway. This how I really knew that this was some bullshit. Did y'all see them soldiers? They said on Saturday when they practiced, those soldiers were in perfect formation. They was 1, 2, 1, 2. They was in perfect formation. They was doing the perfect salute. They were doing it all right. They was doing it all right. Baby, yesterday at that parade, why they was walking like they was on their way down to the 7-Eleven to get a soda and some chips? I was like, what? What are they? Listen, now, I ain't never been in nobody's army. I ain't never been in junior ROTC. I have never touched no army fatigues unless it was to put with an outfit. But I know that wasn't right. What I saw yesterday, I know that wasn't right. So shout out to the military protesting in the way that they know how to protest. That was their own personal protest. And shout out to them. Shout out to the military. I'm sure El Teddy is going to do a deeper breakdown on tomorrow when he goes live. If he doesn't go live today, I'm sure that El Teddy is going to do a deeper breakdown. Because, baby, that thing was some kind of funny to me. When I saw them soldiers walking, I said, we on some bullshit tonight. And then they had fireworks yesterday. I didn't even see the damn fireworks. I didn't even see the fireworks. Okay, moving right along. What's up, powerful? Hey, boo. Even the horses were clowning. Oh, I gotta go see that. I ain't see the horses clowning. I ain't see that. All right, let's get into a few more stories. At 12 o'clock, we're going to do the never ever meet so I can get out of here. So we're going to do that a little early. So I'm here till 12 o'clock, and then we're going to flip over to the never ever meet. So let's get into some of these stories, child. Let's get into some of these stories. I'm just going to go down the list. Y'all know how I do. I'm just going to go down my list of things that I've saved over the last couple of days because I haven't been doing a tribe meeting. The Black Civil War represent. Okay, I gotta go back and look. I didn't see all of it, y'all, but I definitely saw them soldiers walking down the street like they was on their way to the 7-Eleven to get a soda. That is the part. I don't care what nobody say. That was the funniest shit to me. Then I saw it was some people down there playing frisbee on the lawn. I said, what? Oh Lord, a mess. Anyway. If you watch the Real Housewives of Miami, hey Don, it's 169 people in this chat. Don, is it time? Is it time to close the door? Hold on, because Don got something for y'all. Don got Happy Father's Day. Don said, hold on.
I said, close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Don said, close the doors at this time. The doors are closed. If you would like, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you are new here. If you want to bless the platform, 5, 10, 15, 20. I ain't going to say no, but it is not a requirement to be here. Okay, we here and we're going to have ourselves a good time. I did put my, oh, did it go away? I did put my birthday wish list in the chat. Again, you do not have to buy me anything for my birthday. But in case you want to, those are just some things that you can buy off the wish list. We are going to have a birthday party. It'll either be on July the 1st or July the 2nd, my actual birthday. I haven't decided yet because I still haven't figured out what all I'm doing here. But it'll be either the 1st or the 2nd, and I will open up whatever gifts, and then we're going to just hang out and all that good stuff. All right. Lisa Hochstein's boyfriend down to the Real Housewives of Miami. Now, if y'all watch Miami, y'all know on the season premiere, there was a situation where they went into a room because he said the air conditioning is better here. And a lot of people were speculating on whether it was a euphemism. Air conditioner was a euphemism for party favors. Coquiana. Especially since he's been hanging out with Marcus Jordan. And we know that Marcus Jordan liked the Coquiana, or at least he did. He said he in rehab now. He said that they really were hot. He said that his friends do not like to be on camera. They don't want to be on camera. So they went into the bedroom, closed the door because the air conditioning was on in the room. And that because of production and everything, they had the doors open. I mean, they had like the windows open and stuff. And it was hot out there. And his friends wanted to be there. So here's what I'm going to say about that. Two things can be true at the same time. Because my first question is it that they don't want to be on camera or were they hot? Was it both things? Was it both things? Second of all, if they don't want to be on camera, then why did you have a birthday party and invite them on camera? Like, I get it. This is a Housewives show. They have to throw these events. But Lisa didn't have to throw you a birthday party for the cameras. If you don't like being on camera and your friends don't like being on camera, then Lisa could have thrown they make up reasons to have parties all the time on reality shows. It didn't have to be for your birthday. It could have been, she said the theme was old Hollywood. She could have just said, I want to throw me an old Hollywood glam party. Everybody come in your best glam. Because I've been invited to Housewives events. And they let you know when you're being invited, this is going to be filmed for a television show. They don't tell you what's television show, but if you know, you know. But you sign a waiver. If you decide to go, you sign a waiver. So they knew they were going to be on camera. So I don't know. But neither here nor there. If he had said it was hot because of the cameras and they had to open up the balcony or the deck or whatever, and it was just really, really hot and we just wanted to cool off for a few minutes, I probably would have let you have that. But see how when you talk too much and you add too much to the story, so for you to add, and they don't like being on camera, and I decided, I love Lisa and I know she's a reality person and I have to accept it, but my friends don't like being on camera, then your friends didn't have to come. Moving right along. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. Drop my phone. Oh, gosh. Whew. Now, over on my other channel, we discussed the Porsha divorce of it all. And yes, Simon was ordered to not only, Porsha is allowed to stay in the house until 2027. And not only was Simon ordered to pay the mortgage until 2027, he also has to pay the monthly expenses. So the upkeep of the house, it is all 100% on Simon, right? Also, it was revealed that Porsha earned $2 million in 2020, on her last season, season 13 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She earned $2 million for the season. Listen, now I understand what Kandi be talking about when Kandi said, I'm gonna do Housewives for 5 months worth of work for me to eat and go on trips. I'm gonna do this until I'm tired of doing it. I don't blame her. $2 million. They don't even work a full year. Like literally, they film for like 6 months, maybe 5, depending on the show. $2 million, bitch. But Porsha also revealed in her court documents that she has not been able to secure a mortgage. I'm sorry. I hate eating on camera, but I don't want my sandwich to get cold. So, now there are a lot of reasons why Porsha may not be able to secure a mortgage. She may be trying to buy a $7 million home, and her income doesn't justify a $7 million home. Maybe because she's in the process of going through a divorce. People are leery about giving out credit when people are in the process of going through divorces. You know what? Ma'am said, I am shocked and appalled and did not discombobulated. I just checked ReallyBthe's Amazon list and I don't see a Christmas tree to replace that twig, and you won't. Thank you, Daz. Leave my Christmas tree alone. Now let me say this, and I said this on my channel the other day. I understand that on paper, it looks like Porsha hit a lick, and she did. That prenup on paper. If Simon hadn't got deported, I would say, Porsha, you hit a lick, girl. You did that. If Simon had not gotten deported, but let me tell you why Porsha did not hit a lick. Simon ain't paying none of that shit. Baby, Porsha said in court that Simon ain't been paying the bills and she's struggling now. What make y'all think that Simon is going to pay the bills now that he's no longer in the country? He has been deported, and the likelihood of him getting back in the United States for any sort of permanent status damn sure ain't going to happen under this current president. So, worst case scenario, he stay president for the next 3 years. He ain't coming back no time soon. By the time he get back in this country, that house be done foreclosed on. Ma'am, Porsha, he's not paying shit. And you know how I know that he ain't stopped paying shit. I mean, this how I know he don't plan to pay nothing. Because he has been trolling the fuck out of her on TikTok. If y'all go over and follow Simon Gobadia on TikTok, this man has been trolling the entire fuck out of Porsha. down on TikTok. He posted a video yesterday. I believe it's Dubai. I believe he's in Dubai. I'm not 100% sure of the skyline, but I believe he is in Dubai. He is standing on a balcony overlooking this beautiful scenery. I believe it's Dubai. And he is scanning. He is scanning, playing, some pretty music in the background. He's scanning it. And ask me what he tagged in the picture, in the video. Ask me what he tagged in the video. He tagged Atlanta. Baby, he tagged Atlanta like he was in Atlanta. He was showing the skyline from Dubai and he tagged Atlanta. Baby, he is trolling the fuck out of Porsha, okay? Simon is not giving Porsha shit. And again, like we were talking the other day, I don't think that there's a court that can make him do it at this point. What they gonna threaten him with? Deportation? What they gonna threaten him with? Taking his passport? What they gonna threaten him with? Taking his driver's license? Like, what can a U.S. court do to this man at this point if he chooses not to uphold his end of this prenup? What, they gonna fuck up his credit? Y'all do know that the credit status is a United States construct, right? He don't give a fuck about his credit in Dubai. The fuck? That's how, I promise you, Simon don't have shit in his name that Porsha can touch that deals with his business. I would be willing to put money on that. Now, I don't know that to be fact, but I'd be willing to put money on it. I would be willing to put money on it that if he has any legal business here in the United States, it don't have his name ain't on it to the point where Porsha can get to it. I promise you that. And I think they froze his assets. Whatever money he had here in the United States, I'm sure she can have it. Whatever he had in any banks here in the United States, she can have it. I bet you it don't equal the cost of that house. I bet you he didn't have $10 million in the bank. I bet you that. Oh Lord. Moving right along. Baby, the way I saw that, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go to TikTok. Let me see if I can find it.
Before y'all go.
Hold on. Let me see. Simon Gobadia. Somebody said, does he have a TikTok? He absolutely has a TikTok. TikTok, Instagram. Hold on. Let me make sure this is the right one. Because, people got bootleg accounts. Hold on. Let me make sure it's the right one. And I made sure it was a current video. I was like, make sure there's not no old video. It's not an old video. It's a current. He just posted it. Hold on. Is this the right one? Hold on. Let me turn the volume down. Here you go right here. He posted this on June 2nd. June the 2nd is when he posted this video. This was after he was deported. Y'all, why he tagged Atlanta? Y'all see right there where he tagged Atlanta? Why did he tag Atlanta? Why did that man tag Atlanta? All right, moving right along. Yeah, he's 61. Yep, 61. And here go the next video he posted. This is the video where he was thanking everybody for their birthday wishes. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back. This the video he posted. Thanking everybody for their birthday wishes. This is what he posted next. That man is not thinking. He is not stunting Porsha. Do y'all really think that man is about to pay Porsha $40,000 a month? and for a house that he can't live in, and for a car he can't drive. Do y'all really think that's what he about to do? Listen. How long is she gonna date gay? Oh, Lord. Oh. I can just listen. I gotta be careful when I be reading memes. Comments, Lord, and facially challenged men for money. She ain't tired yet. She should have reevaluated her whole life after being R. Kelly's concubine. Wow. Moving right along. Moving right along. Y'all don't listen. We're gonna scroll right past CeCe Winans' Tiny Desk concert. We're gonna scroll right past CeCe Winans' Tiny Desk concert because CeCe Winans voted for the taco. So we're just gonna scroll right past that. Yep, we're gonna scroll right past her. Moving right along. Moving right along. Okay. Sorry, guys. Scroll past all these pictures of Cajun from yesterday. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Oh, y'all are shocked. Y'all ain't know? Y'all know a lot of them black evangelicals supported Trump. A whole lot of them did. Don't be shocked. Remember Mary, the girl from Mary. Not Erica, but the other one. Remember, she voted for Trump the first time because she said that his religious his views aligned with hers. All it was because he was anti-abortion, and she was probably anti-abortion. But here's my problem. I hate when y'all want to pay attention to one thing. First of all, that man probably paid for more abortions. Y'all can finish the sentence. So for you to be like, oh, he was anti-abortion. First of all, even if that were true, which it wasn't, but even if that were true, that is one issue. So you gonna just ignore this man knocking your back in. And for somebody who went viral, she was going viral before people was going viral. For somebody who went viral for how they went off on their husband for cheating on her, the fact that you was cool, you voted for a man that we know cheated on every single one of his wives. Moving right along. What's next on my list, Sharon? Child, they say Kenya broke. Baby, they say that Kenya is using her salon to auction off her gowns. They say she has her reunion looks and some other her more famous gowns that she is auctioning off. They say Kenya broke. Now listen. This is what I'm going to say about this. There are a lot of celebrities that sell their clothing. That does not make them broke. Okay? But the difference is when you start seeing it to the point where we can find it, that's when you know that it's rushed and there's a level of desperation. I'm listen, celebrities do it all the time, but celebrities do it through third-party vendors. They do it through like high-end consignment shops where they can, where they put it, or if they do auction it, it's usually for like charity or something like that. When we can find it on Reddit that you selling your gowns down to your salon, there's a level of desperation in that will lend people to think you need some money. Now, I'm not making up the rules. I'm just telling y'all what I know. Now, here's the reason why I think Kenya needs some money. Kenya told y'all. See, people talk too much sometimes when they think they being slick and they keep talking and they tell too much. Y'all got to listen. I keep telling y'all got to listen. And I started to do a video to review this, but I just never did it. I never got into it. But Kenya told us that she about to get evicted out that building. Now, if y'all wasn't listening, I don't know if y'all didn't hear it, but Kenya told us she about to get evicted out that building. Kenya said that she is currently in dispute with her landlord because there's some sort of clause in her contract that she's supposed to get reimbursed for up to a certain amount. Well, no. I would like to see the language in her contract because here's what I think happened versus what happened. There's a clause in her contract that if she improves the building, that her landlord will reimburse her that money for the improvement because it works for both of them. If she improves the building and then she moves out, he can still make money off of whatever improvements she made. So Kenya added a whole nother floor to the tune of $80,000. I don't think that's the kind of improvement that man meant. $80,000 is a lot of money. And I don't know, for people who are, Quake said it's a leasehold agreement. For people who have a better understanding of that language, because I don't, I feel like there's got to be a window on that. Like you can't just improve property to infinity because everybody don't have that kind of money that they can eat. So Kenya said that man owed her $80,000 and that she basically is withholding her rent until they resolve the issue. What I feel like is they're going to probably end up in landlord-tenant court. And I feel like she was getting us ready before the blogs got the news, right? She was getting us ready before the blogs found out that she was behind on her damn rent. Because I believe that's what it was. I believe that she's behind on her rent. She's not paying and she's in dispute. But I also feel like I don't feel like you got approval for $80,000 worth of improvements. That's a lot. Now, I've never owned a commercial property, nor have I certainly have never improved a commercial property. But I think adding a whole floor to a building, that seemed like something you need to get consent from the landlord to do and let the landlord say, yeah, I'm good on that and this is what I'm going to pay. Now, if the landlord did that, if she talked to the landlord and he or she said, go for it, and the landlord said, I'll reimburse you, that's a different conversation. But I still feel like he would probably need to stretch that $80,000 out over amount of time. Like, to me, that doesn't make, like, again, that's a lot of money to eat. Unless this is somebody that's like owns multiple buildings and it's all profit and he can eat that for temporarily. I just don't see $80,000 is a lot of fucking money. She was getting ahead of the story. Yeah, I think she was too. I think she was getting ahead of the story when she was like, letting us know she was in a dispute. Leasehold agreements. Yeah, I know they're common, Quake. So my question to you, Quake, is there usually an amount built in where it says we'll reimburse you up to this amount, or is it usually open-ended? Because it doesn't make sense. A good contract wouldn't be open-ended, right? What up? Good morning. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking she went over the amount that man told her, and now she want him to pay for it. Because again, that's a lot of money for somebody to be able to eat. $80,000 is a lot of money. I don't care. That man would have to be, on rich to the point where $80,000 ain't gonna hurt him. And I just don't think I don't think whoever owns that property is on that level. Hubby and I have a medical clinic where we invested about $250K Swiss francs in improvements. Our landlord is on the hook for half if we ever leave, but Switzerland is different than the States. Right. But isn't it also in a contract though? TIAs always have a fixed amount. Okay. That's what I think. I think Kenya went over the amount and now she expects this man to eat it. And he done told her he ain't doing it. Because who asked you to add a floor, ma'am? Maybe put in some new floor paint. Maybe knock out a wall. Who told you to add a floor? Exactly. If the landlord, and so that's what I think. So now Kenya is down to the salon selling these gowns, and it ain't nothing wrong with her selling these gowns. She probably got a warehouse full of gowns that she's playing. Yeah, exactly, Ray, exactly. She's probably got a whole warehouse full of gowns that she needs to sell. She probably paying storage and stuff on. Ain't nothing wrong with her selling her shit, but it's just very interesting. That's all. Mm-hmm. All of y'all Latasha Scott fans in the building, I need y'all to tell me something. Is this new? Is this a new single by Latasha Scott, or is this old and I'm just hearing it? Is this a new single by Latasha Scott? This came on my Pandora yesterday. Is this new for all my Latasha Scott fans? Love Changes. And just say Love Changes. I don't know if that's a single. Okay, it's new. I like it. I like it. Because I liked the song before I knew who was singing it, right? And then when I went to go look at my phone, I said, oh, that's Latasha. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even lying. I like it. I don't know if I like it enough to download it, but I like it. It was cute. It's a cute little bop. The Shade is asking her fans to confirm it. Because I didn't know. I know if this was new or not. I ain't doing this with y'all. All right. One of Diddy's lawsuits with the lady named Jane Doe, she has revealed her real name. She said that seeing all these women come forward, going through the trial, yada, 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 she wants to take her voice back. So her name is Chelsea Lovelace, and she has added her name to the lawsuit. She has changed it from a Jane Doe. She has changed it from a Jane Doe. I mean, okay, girl. Baby, Yandy, and I wasn't going to really cover this story a whole lot, only because I don't do love and hip hop and I don't care about none of these people for real. But Yandy, down to the love and hip hop and Mendices now, they picked a fight. No, I don't really honestly, Kim. Oh, and Andrea, I owe you an apology. Thank you, Kim. Kim said, any news from the eye in the sky? Really? No, y'all. All I'm going to say about this trial and my eye in the sky is this. This trial ain't going the way it was supposed to go. Just keep in mind that the people who indicted Diddy are not the people who are prosecuting Diddy right now. So had this, and I'm not saying that the evidence would have been any better had it been the original people. However, I think that the people who originally indicted Diddy had a different goal than the current people that are trying this case. I feel like they are just trying to embarrass Diddy at this point. They're just trying to pull out as much salaciousness and ruin him. I don't think they are trying to prove that this man that this man had a RICO conspiracy. I just don't think they are. So honestly, just keep in mind that the people prosecuting this case right now are not the people that indicted Diddy. And so I think people's goals are different. And that's coming from me. That's not coming from my eye in the sky, but that's coming from me. But I do owe Andrea an apology. I did a video on members only the other day, and I was wrong. And she said in the chat, she was like, "Really, B? I think it was this, this, and this." And I was like, "No, it was this, this, and this." You were right, boo. And I apologize that I was wrong. That's why I took the video down. Because rather than make a whole new video, maybe I just took the video down. But I will say that some names came up last week. Celebrity names came up last week. Rick Ross was one of the names. Kanye was one of the names. I think Kanye sort of told on himself by showing up the next day after an anonymous rapper's name came up, and his girlfriend, who allegedly was forced into doing these F-offs as well. Kanye literally showed up the next day. And Mims, if he's still here, Mims, if you still here, drop down, baby. Mims actually did a really good video that next day showing evidence of why it was Kanye and his girlfriend that they were speaking of in court last week based on the information that was given in court. Y'all know Mims is in the courtroom, so he's able to keep up with these notes and write a lot more than actually gets reported on. And he was actually able to go and find video footage and stuff like that to coincide with dates and locations and all of that. So I think we're pretty certain that allegedly, in my opinion, I think maybe, I don't know, that it was Kanye and Bianca, because that incident that she spoke of was very recent. I think it was in 2024 that she spoke of that particular situation, I believe. But Rick Ross' name did come up, and I still stand by what I said in that members only video. But yeah. Don did a video too. Okay. Don did one too, boo. So yeah, and was able to match up the interviews and stuff. Yeah. Yep. So if you're following the trial, it was very easy to connect the dots. All right, we have about 10 more minutes. I think I have Yandy and Mendici. So anyway, the Yandy and Mendici's of it all. Baby, Tasha K, and I don't have Tasha K's app anymore, and I'm not getting a subscription to just talk about Yandy. But down to the Tasha K's app, Yandy, alleged boyfriend, man on the side, whatever. He basically he confirmed. He said, this is his statement that he posted. Out of respect to everyone involved, I've stayed silent as the internet did what it does. But to be clear, yes, I was involved with Yandy Smith, and it wasn't just a one-time situation. It happened over a period of time. I'm not here to argue, defend, or point fingers. I take responsibility for my part, and moving forward privately, I won't be speaking on this again. Respectfully, that's all. Let's all move on. Now, allegedly, this man is a fitness trainer that lives in Ghana, I believe. Now, y'all know that Yandy had been traveling back and forth to Ghana very regularly lately. Her and what's her name? From Married to Medicine. Quad had been going out there. But he allegedly had reached out to Tasha K to do an interview, and then he wanted to back out of the interview. But yeah, so y'all can get that whole story. But moving right along, let me see. I think I'm almost done. For your Real Housewives of Salt Lake City fans, right, Santavia, I want to be a part of this. Allegedly, Browen has been thrown off the Utah Ballet Board for not paying or honoring her donations. There has been hell of stories flying around Salt Lake City that Big Daddy Todd is not paying her bills anymore, and she's stiffing charities. My friend on the board said she was supposed to be chairing the gala and hadn't paid her dues or honored her donations, and they met and discussed that she has been doing this to other charities and threw her off the board. So, baby, I'm sure that's a storyline next season. I expect to see Really be in my emergency live this morning. I actually have something good to report. Okay, what time is it? What time is your live? Tell me what time your live is, babe. I have another live after this, but you know I'll be over there. All right. Corey and Kim have been forced out of their home by U.S. Marshals. Listen, don't care, and I have absolutely no sympathy. You knew they was coming. Get your shit and get out. Your house been in foreclosure for 2 years. Mims broke that story 2 years ago. Mims broke the story 2 years ago. The first time an angel came down and saved y'all out of foreclosure, probably Big Daddy. Big Daddy probably came down and swiped his black card down to the court of records, okay? And then it went back into foreclosure. So, child, don't nobody care. For all those people that said that Bravo was getting ready to fire Andy Cohen, which of course I told y'all Andy wasn't about to be fired. Watch What Happens Live has been renewed through 2027, and Andy Cohen will stay on as executive producer for the Housewives franchise. And he has a NBC Universal First Look deal that runs through 2028. And he's not going anywhere. And he's not going anywhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Ma'am, what time is your live? Oh, Big Papa gone? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know he had passed away. My bad. Now, I did hear rumor. I did hear that Bravo, that Andy was a little nervous for a while when nobody knew where this Diddy case was going. Nobody knew if it was going to go left or if it was going to go right. Nobody knew what tapes people had, what tapes they didn't have, what Diddy was going to say, what Diddy wasn't going to say. Now, I did hear a rumor that Andy was a little nervous. Y'all can read into that, whatever y'all want to read into that. But I heard he was a little nervous. But the fact that they have announced this contract extension tells me that either A, he is no longer nervous, or B, they're not worried about this Diddy trial anymore. Or C, it wasn't true to begin with. But that is what I heard. That is the rumor I heard. That is the rumor that I heard. Okay. The Mims leave. Mims must have left to go. Hold on, y'all. Mims must have left. Don, drop your link. Drop your video link in the chat. The one where you lined up the evidence. And let me go try to get Mims' link for his video that he's doing today. And we're doing the Never Ever Mets at noon. So I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes and head over there. Don't forget, child, don't forget all of the things. Black Girl Vitamins, discount code ReallyBTV. Birthday wish list. I forgot to pin it, but I'll drop it in the chat now. It's almost 300 of y'all in this chat. If you want to bless me for my birthday, you can. You do not have to. But if you want to, you can. There's my wish list off of Amazon. Please hit that like button if you have not done so already. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel. It was something else I was going to say. I feel like it was something I wanted to say. Don't forget, we are still doing the Black Music Month challenge. Today's question is a song that makes you put on your roller skates. A song that makes you want to put on your roller skates. Let me see. What song do I want to? I know what song we're going. I can't play the song out loud because I don't want to get a copyright child. But I'm going to put Good Times by Chic. We are the good times. Do, 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 do. Leave your cares behind. Ain't no stopping us now. That's a good one. Love Like This Before. Oh, that's a good one. D, I looked at some of your ball last night. You need to clip. You need to clip out your part so we can see you walk. Because I watched some of your ball last night, but baby, them balls be so long. Boogie Wonderland is a good one. Face All Night. Oh, All Night Long is a good one too. Roll Bounce. Hey, James. Hey, boo. Ain't no stopping us now. That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. We on the move. Yes. Okay. Don just dropped his Diddy playlist because y'all know Don be giving it to y'all almost every day, honey. Now, Kim, I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't mention it earlier because I was doing something else, but I saw Kim flirting with Cajun a little bit. I saw it. Kim was flirting with Cajun a little bit. He said, you are his kind of fine. He said, Cajun, you still here? Kim said, you his kind of fine. He said, you his kind of fine. Not Midnight Star, all of them. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here so I can get over to the other video. I thought that's what you said, Kim. That ain't what you said. Did I put words in your mouth? What was I getting ready to damn it. Oh, I was looking for Mims' video. I knew I was doing something else. I was looking for Mims' link. Let me see what he's talking about. Make it make sense. Live. He don't have nothing scheduled. Well, just keep an eye out. He don't have. I don't see it. Wait a minute. Hold on. It may not be a live. It may just be an upload. I don't see it. Mims, if you still here, just drop your. Tell us what it is later. Oh, the Tamar. I knew it was a story. I forgot. Tamar. Let's get into it. So, baby, K.Michelle. She did Cam Newton's. Thank you, Kim, for reminding me, baby. Thank you. K.Michelle did Cam Newton's podcast, and K.Michelle spoke on a particular person that she don't F with. And I'm gonna let y'all hear it, and y'all tell me who she talking about.
The toxic me. Do girls beef in music the same way guys beef in music?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You got some beefs out there?
A lot.
The toxic me.
I mean, hate the bitch.
Who?
The Muppet. Like, I got into this game, and I came in on a show called Love and Hip Hop. I talked about my abuse, and I didn't say anybody's name. There was this Muppet in the corner, yapping. And even till this day, when Beyonce sent me flowers and everything, she subliminally, but not subliminal, talked about me and everything. When I go through bookings and everything, it's always her name. Don't book her for shows. So you're attempting to even stop money for how I take care of my child and everything. All because of what? All because you ain't got no edges. All because of your sister really the star. This is what this is about. All because of the man that you love tried to talk to me before you, in the middle of you, and after you. All because I'm from the country, but you are the bumpkin. It is always something with this loudmouth coyote. And I mind my business. I don't say much. I don't say anything, Cam. But as soon as I say something, it is this and that. I'm to the point I am for women united and all of this.
Cap.
No, I am.
Cap.
I swear for cracks and cheese. I'm for women united, but I'm tell you one thing, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of her.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
That's why I say it's cap. You can't say woman empowerment and then.
Yes, I can.
You can't do that.
That is a Muppet, not a woman.
No, you can't say
I
that.
can say that.
Say that. You can't. Okay, if we talk, do girls beef in music?
Baby, she said, I swear for crackers and cheese. She said, I can be for women's empowerment, but I'm going to smack that bitch. Baby, The way K.Michelle with a straight face said, and what she mad about because she don't have no edges. Baby, that thing takes me out every time I hear this clip because she say it with such a straight face. She is so level when she say it. She don't have no inflection in her voice. She said, and what is all for? Because she don't have no edges. Oh, that thing take me out every time I hear it. K.Michelle get on my nerves. I ain't lying. But she not wrong. Listen, I wasn't even watching Love and Hip Hop back then, but I remember hearing about it going viral and all that stuff when it came to, when it came to her speaking on her abuse situation. And when I tell you all of them women called her a liar, all of them women called that woman a liar. All of those women. And I didn't realize that Tamar had weighed in on it, but I'm not surprised that Tamar weighed in on it. But all those women called that woman a liar until that same man acted a fool down to the marriage boot camp on camera with Toya. Then all of a sudden, everybody got something different to say. But when them women on that show called that woman a liar about her experience with that particular person, and one thing for sure and two things for certain, K.Michelle's story ain't changed. Now, you don't have to like K.Michelle. You don't have to like her antics. You don't have to like how she moved. But K.Michelle's story has not changed. It has not changed. Ooh, child. Thank you, Kim, for reminding me, baby. I have forgot all about K.Michelle, child. Thank you for reminding me. Y'all, we about to get out of here and head on over to the other side. I don't know what time Mims is going live. I don't know if he was just trolling or if he really is going live later on. But y'all keep an eye out on Mims' channel. He said he's got something to tell us. We dropped the playlist for Don Don's Diddy playlist. And I will be back later on tonight for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Listen, if I get home early enough, I'll do Beyond the Gates. I know I didn't do it yesterday. I was out in the streets, baby. I was out in them streets. But and I really didn't expect to be out as late as I was. I really thought I would be home early enough to do Beyond the Gates last night. But baby, I was in them streets. So if I get home early enough, I'll do Beyond the Gates and then but we'll definitely be here for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm heading on over to the other side now to do Never Ever Meets, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.